welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I wanted to do like a little story time with you guys to share my experience, my first experience with getting a wax and a laser hair removal. I did it all together, like within a week of each other, and it just came about because my friend and I, we were just talking, and she was asking me like my experience with it because she had never gotten a wax before. So I just decided to do a story time with you guys. And I'm sorry I just look so relaxed because it's like really cold outside and I just did not feel like getting dressed. But I really wanted to do this video for you guys. Anyways, so yeah, I've been getting waxes done, I don't know, for some years now, but my first wax was like a few years ago, and I did not do any research at anything. Like I didn't even know anyone who had gotten a wax done before, so I mean, I just kind of went straight into it. I remember, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, like I'm just like a really hairy girl just naturally. So prior to getting my wax, I was just like shaving, and it just was so much work. So I'm just like, I don't want to do that. You know, kind of just want to make it easy. So I just, at the time, I did not go to like a big franchise or anything like that. It was like a small little boutique. Like she like had her own business, and on her website, because I like did my appointment online, so on her website it just said to the hair had to be like a certain length. I can't even remember what length, and I think that's all it really said. Like it didn't really go into details of how to prepare for your wax. So I just remember seeing, like, you know, it had to be a certain length, and of course I shaved at the time, so it was short, like it wasn't, you know, grown out or anything. So I was like, okay, you know, I have to let the hair grow out before I go get my wax. So I don't know what I was thinking. I let it grow out. Don't do that. And I like let it grow all the way out. Like she was grown. When I say grown, grown. So I went in like thinking everything was okay, because I'm thinking it's just like getting your eyebrows waxed. Like the first time I got my eyebrows waxed, it didn't hurt. I would say plucking hurt more than the wax part. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go get my wax and everything's gonna be fine. I had nothing, no one played down there, let's just say that. So I didn't know that, you know, how sensitive it was down there. Like there was no action going on down there, let's just say. And I don't know, I guess because of that, I didn't really realize like how sensitive your area is down there. So like we go in, the place is, I mean, I mean, it's nice. Like it's a nice little boutique or whatever. And she had me go like to the room, and you know, she told me to get undressed, bottom, like from my bottom down, and she like came back in and she like had the wax or whatever. But again, I'm thinking it's gonna be like the strips, you know, that you put on your eyebrows. So she like warms the wax up or whatever, and the first part that she did was like she grabbed the wax, of course, and then she put it on like the crease, you know, like by your vagina and like your bikini line. She did that part first, and when she put the wax on it, in my head I could feel like I had made the biggest mistake of my life, because at that point I could feel like, okay, this is sensitive, you know, because the wax was hot. Like, I mean, it wasn't burning me hot, but it was hot. So I'm just like, yeah. But I didn't have time to think about it because this lady was quick. Like, she just, and she was Asian, but like I could understand what she was saying. I don't know, she put the wax on it, and she just like ripped that thing off. Like she went right in. And like I said, I had time, like when she put it on, I felt, I'm like, oh God, you know, and I had time to anticipate the pain. Like it was just, I knew it was coming at that point. And so she ripped it off. And when the first time that she ripped it, because like when she put the wax on, I asked her like, oh, you know, because I didn't see her grab a strip. And so I'm like, oh, are you gonna, you know, or do you use the strip? And she was like, no, you know, it hurt worse if you use a strip. And she was like, and plus, you know, you get a clean wax if we just do it like hard wax. So I'm thinking like, okay, you know, it's not gonna be that bad. Oh my God, when she ripped that thing off, I was like, what in the world? Like, it like, I like lifted up with her. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was bad. And I was just like, I mean, I like literally screamed. And like my eyes start watering. I had my hair in a ponytail. I could feel my ponytail holder had came out because I could feel my hair in the back of my neck. It was all bad. So but like I said, I didn't have really time to think because she was whipping that thing. Like she was putting the wax on, and then she'll go to the other side. So she went to the other side, did the same thing. I mean, I was just literally in tears. Like I could not stop it. Like it was just awful. And so she did like the top of my vagina, and that was painful. But I was not prepared for what was coming next. So I'm thinking like the worst part was like between my bikini area and my butt. And I was like, yeah, that hurt really bad. So I'm just thinking like that was the worst part. I had not seen the worst part. When she got to the lips, like when I tell you, I cannot even describe that pain. I was just like, oh my God, like Lord help me. Like, I mean, literally that's all I can say. Like, this is just horrible. It was bad. It was bad. So she did both of the lips, and I just knew like walking, I was like, okay, my vagina is not gonna be the same walking up out of here. Like, I mean, because at this point I can feel it. Like I can feel it down there. Like it was just, I mean, I felt like it was probably hanging. Like, I don't know, my poor little lips. That's all I could think about was Jesus Christ. So she did that. I mean, but like I said, she was fast, so I didn't have time to just really like, you know. So then she was like, turn around, you know, and get on all fours. I didn't know at the time that with the Brazilian wax that they do your butt. So I'm just thinking like, what is this lady about to do? You know, she asked me that. I didn't even know, like, but I don't know, I was just dazed, I guess, that I'm just doing what she said, but I'm getting on all four, turning around. I mean, God knows what she was about to do, because I didn't know. I'm just thinking like, why is she asking me? Like, yeah, she literally already ripped my skin off. Like, what does she want me to turn around to do? Like, what is she about to do? So then I felt her like putting the wax back there, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, no, she is not. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, this is a lot. Like, this is too much. So she like ripped it off, but honestly, I didn't even feel like when she did the back, it was like the easiest part. So she did that, and then she got done, and she was like, you know, I know it was painful. She was like, because you had like, you know, more hair down there. And she was like, you know, just keep coming back like every 3 to 4 weeks. And she was like, you can that way it won't hurt your next time. She's like, I know right now you're probably thinking like, no. She was like, but just don't do that. She was like, don't wait, just come back. And so I'm thinking in my head like, lady, just we're not even talking about this right now, because I am definitely not coming back. There's no way. Like, I'm over this. Like, I will definitely stick to shaving, and we're good. So I didn't look at it or anything while we were in there, but I came home, and when I seen it, I was like, oh, you know, I like it. It's pretty. It's like soft and smooth, and like I like it. But I was just like, I don't know if it's worth me going through that pain, you know, because at that time I wasn't married, or I don't even think I was like in a serious relationship. So I was just like, you know, it's fine, like how it is, I don't know. So I just started looking up stuff, me being me, and I seen laser hair removal. Now why I didn't take the first time when I did the wax and I did the same thing, I don't know, but I just found a place or whatever, and like I called them this time and they did tell me like the whole process and everything, and they were just like, you know, you come in, do a consultation, and they tell you like how many sessions you need and all that. So I made a point, they did ask me like, you know, is it like clean down there, like as far as shaving and or wax, and I'm like, yeah. So they scheduled my appointment. I went in. When I tell you, this place was fancy, like it was fancy. I mean, I'd never been in a place like that, so I was just like, ooh, you know. And so I'm just thinking like it's like not gonna be as bad as waxing. Like I don't know, I thought like laser, I don't know what I thought. I thought like I knew that they used a laser, but I didn't think that it was painful. Like I was just thinking like it's just a light that they just, I don't know, I had no idea. I was wrong. So I went in, I did my consultation, and they told me like, I mean, it's a little weird because they do like look at you down there and just, I don't know what they're doing, but they're like down there looking. And then at least the place that I went to, and then they you know, tell you how many sessions you need and how much it costs and all that stuff like that. So they told me that usually like if you're like darker skin toned, you need more sessions, because most time when you're like darker skin, your hair is, I don't know, like a different texture, I don't know. Anyways, that's what they told me. So she told me that I would need like 4 to 5, possibly 6 sessions. And so she told me it was like $500 each session. And so me, I always try to justify spending something, especially $500. But my logic was, I'm not gonna have to do this again, you know. I'm not gonna have to keep waxing and paying for waxes. I'm not gonna keep like having to buy razors, stuff like that, you know. So I justified it. Was like, yeah, it's worth it. Like, you know, it's an investment in myself. So I was ready, and because I had the money that day, I was able to start that day. So we went back to the room, and you like lay on this bed, and I went by myself, and like I lay down, and like with the wax, I knew it was gonna be some kind of pain, you know. Like I said, I pictured it like getting my eyebrows waxed. Like my eyebrows didn't hurt, but it's not like the most fun thing. So I knew it was gonna be some kind of pain or some kind of discomfort. But with the laser hair removal, I don't know what I was thinking. Like I was thinking it was gonna be no pain at all. So I didn't anticipate what was about to happen. So I laid back like it was all good and everything. And when that lady did that first zap, or whatever you want to call it, I dang near lost it. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a visual. So with the wax, I can't give you a visual. I don't know, that was just pain. I can't even tell you like what that felt like. But the laser hair removal, imagine you taking, or someone taking, like the little black rubber bands you put in your hair, the small black rubber bands, not like the big ones, the small black rubber bands, and like putting it close to your vagina, pulling it back as far as they can, and just like popping you with it. That's how it felt. Like, I mean, it hurt. I was like, what in the world? So listen, y'all, I'm not the type of, like me, I'm like quiet. Like I'm a really quiet person. Like I stay to myself. I'm really shy. Like I mean, if I don't know you, I barely hold a conversation with you, you know, unless we just like click or whatever. But I'm just like a shy person. I stay to myself, and I don't really, before, I didn't really like, I wouldn't say stick up for myself, but I was like a people pleaser. So I wouldn't like making people mad, or, you know, just try to be friendly with everyone and everything. That was not it. That day I was just like, no ma'am, we can't do this. Like, we cannot finish this. Like, I will pay you your money, but this is, no, we're gonna go to our separate ways. Like, we're not doing this. So I asked her, like, how long is this gonna take? Because I cannot imagine sitting here for 5 minutes letting you do this. Like, it hurt. Like, that hurt. Like, I can't do this. And so she's just like laughing it off, not like rudely, but she's just like laughing, like, oh, you know, it's not gonna take long, like, you know, it's your first time is all. And I'm just thinking, like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I heard that with the waxing, and that hurt the whole time. And this is like pain times 10. Like, I cannot let you zap me in my vagina any longer. So I didn't let her finish. Like, she could not finish. I paid them their money. I paid them the whole $500. So it was kind of a waste, and I left. I do not regret it. I did not think about going back. Haven't thought about going back. Will never go back. Like, that's something I won't do. Like, it's not worth it for me. So yeah, I lost that money. But I can say it did work though, because after that I was just like, okay, I have to go back to waxing. Like, I can't just stop, you know. So I went back to the lady, and like 2 weeks later, and she was like, oh honey, you know, there's no hair down there, like, we can't do anything. But I didn't want it to be like the first time, and I didn't want it to get out of hand. So I was just like, okay. I literally went back to that lady every week for like 2 months straight, because I was afraid for her to get a hold to it and do me like she did me the first time. So when she finally was like, yeah, you know, we can do something, it was probably like 2.5 months after I had got the laser hair removal. I do get waxed like every 3 to 4 weeks now, and it grows back within 3 weeks. Like, not like a lot, but you can start seeing the hair grow back in 3 weeks. And after that laser hair removal, it took like 2.5 months for it to even start. Like, there was no hair growing down there. So I can say it works, but not worth it for me. So yeah, that was that. But like, now I can honestly say there's a lot of stuff that I do different, so I don't have that issue anymore as far as with pain, because now my waxes, they're like a breeze. Like, I can just go get them done and not even think about it. But they do tell you, like I said, don't let it grow out. Like, they don't want you shaving down there, and you do have to let some hair grow back, but do not let it grow out, because that is the worst, and that's why it's so painful. Like, the more hair down there, you know, the more painful it is. And then I think that they say, like, don't like shower that day, I think, or the night before, I don't know. But me, I shower. I mean, I shower the day that I go get my wax. So that might be what mine's a little more painful, but for me, that's just like common courtesy. Like, I'm not gonna go anywhere and not shower and open my legs, and that's just, I'm just not gonna do that. So yeah, I do that. And then, but again, I don't let it get out of control. Like, I try to go every 3 to 4 weeks to get my wax. I exfoliate a lot. Like, I exfoliate like once a week, but before my wax, like, if I know like my wax is on Thursday, I'll exfoliate starting Monday every day up until the day that I get my wax. And then I won't exfoliate the day of my wax, but I'll exfoliate like, if I get it Thursday, I'll exfoliate Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That way I don't get any like razor bumps or anything like that, ingrown hairs, stuff like, and I haven't had any of that, so I just make sure that I do that. Also, like, there's like some products that I use that I make sure, because, you know, like, sometimes, well, like, I don't know about if you're light skinned, but if like darker skinned girls, you know, you get like it kind of gets dark down there. So I just, like, for example, like, every day, like, I wash with this, and it's actually for your face, but I use it down there, and I just use it like on the side of my legs and then just at the top of my vagina, and I use that every day. So I wash my body with my regular soap, and then I'll use that on my legs and at the top of the area. And it's really just like it's really witch hazel, honestly. But again, like I said, it's for your face. I don't know if it's gonna. Okay, you guys see that? I don't know if it's too blurry, but I'll link it below. But I use that every day, like every single day, no matter if I'm waxing or not. Like I use that, and then I'll follow up once I get out the shower, and I'll use this. Kind of goes with it. I don't know if it's blurry, but yeah, I use that with it every day. And it's I don't have any like darkening down there, but like I said, I don't know if it happens if you're like light skin, because I'm dark skin and I don't look at anybody else's vagina, so I don't know. And then I use like these little things. It comes in like this container, but it's they look like this. And I use these for my face, but I also use it down there as well as when I exfoliate. Now when I exfoliate, I use my own exfoliant. Like I make it from scratch, just so I know that it's nothing but natural ingredients and stuff. So I make my own. I don't have any to show you guys right now, but I ran out. But I use that, and then I also use this. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll link all this stuff at the bottom, but I use this stuff after I wax. Like, so not the day of my wax, but the next day up to 3 days later, I use this. And or if I shave like under my arms, most times I don't shave my legs or under my arms. I use like Nair or Veet or something like that, but I always use this just so I don't get any like razor bumps, and it helps. Like, it's amazing. And then if you get waxed and you still can't take it, like, you know, usually afterward. All right guys, I'm sorry, my camera shut off on me. I don't know, I guess it's telling me to shut up. But usually like after you get your first wax, like when you go back, it's like way better, 100%. Like it does not hurt as bad. But if you're one of those people where it still does hurt, I found this on Amazon. Come on, focus. Okay, I don't know if it focused good enough, but I'll link it below too. I used that one time because it took me a while. Like one time it took me a while to go back to get a wax, and I just knew it was going to be painful, so I bought that, and it was not painful, like, at all. And then I also, last thing, I also use like my own cocoa butter. I made it from scratch, and I use that to just keep being moisturized down there. So that's it, and I don't get any razor bumps or anything like that, and it doesn't hurt anymore now that I go get waxed every 2 to 3 weeks. I mean 3 to 4 weeks. But honestly, I haven't been back to get waxed since, it'll be a year now. Like, because the last time I got waxed was on my anniversary last year, which is Friday, the 19th. So, and it was just because of COVID. Like, I was just afraid. Like, the place that I go to, like, they closed, and once they opened back up, I had already caught COVID twice before that, so I was just not gonna deal with that. But you know, everything's opening back up and all that, so I'm afraid of what it's gonna feel like when I go back. But yeah, that's all the stuff that I use. That's my story about getting waxed for the first time, and laser hair removal, which I would never do again. Kudos to all the women that can just, you know, be beautiful down there and do whatever it takes. Not me. You know, I'm fine with waxing. It does the job, and I'm happy with the results. But yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. I just wanted to like tell you that story, and let you know it's not that bad. Like, once you continue doing it. The laser hair removal, I couldn't even begin to tell you how it feels now, because I don't know. But yeah guys, go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you want to join our tribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.